I suppose we're live now for Touhou Project Mania Cup. It's your boy Pat, and I'm going to commentate the most based matchup of all of them, Adrianlazer Fanboys versus Lucky Star. So my French boys versus the I guess American boys. Not even American. Unitori is definitely not American. The rolls are going to be really nice coming from Adrianlazer Fanboy. 69 versus 78. Like, the 69 is not going to win against the 78. That's very unfortunate because 69 is like a very nice roll. In fact, but alas, 78 is greater than 69, as great as 69 is. And in fact, Lucky Star is going to be protecting rice number 2. And I want to remind you that this map pool is divided in 2 parts. Like, the upper part of the map pool is definitely way easier and manageable, like Act Core, than the later half of the map pool. The classic, the CRC and the CLN and the CHB picks are gonna be much harder than the upper picks. And as such, Adrianlazer Fanboys are going to protect CLN1. It's going to be protecting Lemon Guy's Werewolf House, which is fairly dense, fairly challenging, and gonna be banning rice number 3, kind of banning against the accuracy elements. And Lucky Star does have some accuracy elements in their team because I know them very well. I'm not gonna spoil the entire thing, however. I'm just gonna have to grasp the information on the get-go. Yeah, in any case, like, both of the teams are do have really strong elements that have been renowned in international tournaments such as 4DM or even mainstay NWC. But very strangely enough, Lucky Star's ban is gonna be LN1, and you do not see Babybel Blue banning LN1 right from the get-go. And the second ban coming from Adrianlazer Fanboy is going to be rice number 4, and we got rid of 2 rices and LN number 1. So those teams do like to get rid of the upper half of the map itself. And Lucky Star does have 1 ban remaining, and where is that gonna be? Oh, Tunnel's is in that team. That's pretty interesting. Tunnel's a very strong early game element, and I do believe like Tunnel's is most likely going to be one of the players who has a big role in playing either Rice 1, Rice 2, or even like the LN or hybrids, like the regular LN and hybrids. Unitori also a fairly seasoned tournament player. I do not know which role they're gonna have here, but a pretty strong player in their own regard. Babybel Blue probably gonna be useful for the lower half of the pool itself, and perhaps even the TB if that happens. And after deliberation, the second ban is going to be CHB1. The classic hybrid, not the regular hybrid. So it's gonna be banning the rate up of Water Lily. So that's fairly justifiable in its own regard. Like Water Lily, especially at the higher rate, is definitely pretty abrasive to handle. Like especially with all the LN coordination, technicality, and I guess with the rate up physicality as well. And now it is Lucky Star's turn to pick for the first map. It is a best of 7 first to 4 points. With the size of this map pool, it is why we also have 2 bans per team. And Lucky Star's first choice is, surprisingly enough, gonna be Rice number 1, the jump stream based pick. And it is not just another jump stream, it is going to be 180 BPM jump stream. And like both of the teams definitely have more than the physicality required to handle 180 BPM jump stream, and it's all going to play on the accuracy itself between one and the other team. And as the players settle themselves into the lobby, we do not exactly know who is going to wait, are those the teams? Are those really the teams? Wait, Robert is in Lucky Star, Adku is in Lucky, wait, what is this team? I mean, valid, but kind of interesting to see that. I mean, Tunnels is definitely going to be one of the main hitters in terms of accuracy, I expect. Benitori, gonna be interesting to see how capable they are in terms of ratio. Robert, definitely a very, very strong Canadian player in terms of accuracy. And Anku seems to be playing Score V1 right now somehow. So yeah, a lot of very world-renowned players in this lobby, and that kind of translates into this absolutely pristine state of accuracy right now. 99.98 for Tunnels. That's pretty much what I expected. Benitare 99.96, that's the lowest accuracy in the entire lobby, and that's kind of insane to say that 99.96 is going to be the lowest accuracy in the entire lobby, followed by Robert. Robert, probably world-renowned as well, kind of beats my own accuracy scores as well, so 99.97 going to be the second lowest score in this lobby, but Adrianlazer Fanboys kind of falling behind Lucky Star in terms of accuracy, and that's kind of a bad sign of things to come for their first pick. And that is also, yeah, a very risky pick, going from like a group stage, a stage where like accuracy is tantamount. Like, sure, Adrianlazer Fanboys are really, really confident on this pick, going from the 99.97 and 99.96. But look at Lucky Star, 99.99 going for Nanku, just almost playing Score V1 here, and Robert, 99.97, just getting the slight amount of advantage. But if this keeps up into a full combo, we are going to see a really nasty surprise for Adrianlazer Fanboys, unfortunately. However, like the landscape is not quite set yet. Like Touhou could still catch up to Anku, and Unitori. If both Touhou and Unitori just continue maintaining this kind of accuracy, Touhou is kind of dropping a little bit in terms of ratio right now, just setting themselves at 99.95, just matching Unitori. But however, Robert's gonna drop a substantial accuracy. Maybe a 200 was dropped here and there, going from 99.97 to 99.93. So that's like really major for Adrianlazer Fanboys, and that might end up in almost a tie between the two teams. Like if you add up those accuracies together, like 99, 95, and 94, and versus 94 and 97, that's like really close. Like 93, 97 is pretty much okay. The landscape changes immediately as Touhou drops combo in the very last part of the map. That is absolutely devastating. We could have had the closest matchup, perhaps the closest matchup between all of the picks that are going to be taking place in this match up. But Touhou had to miss in the ending. Let's compare the ratios right now. Lucky Star definitely taking it over the Adrianlazer Fanboys in terms of ratio. The combo break did not really matter. Well, maybe the 100 coming from Robert maybe did matter in the end, but would have mattered in the end if Touhou did not break the combo, that is. But now they have the information that Lucky Star is like really good on ratio. And they might want to switch up their strategy, maybe going into the classic pool instead of just keeping their picks into the regular pool. So yeah, I do feel like Lucky Star is probably going to be focusing their picks towards the rice category, either like the easy rice category or the hard rice category. And Adrianlazer Fanboys are going to be focusing more of their efforts into the LN and hybrid parts of the map pool. I do believe like they are very well aware of falling behind in terms of ratio, in terms of rice, so they're probably going to be avoiding the rice picks in the future. So for long notes right now, we see the appearance of Azute along with the mainstay of Anku for this pick. Anku, I did not know this player before. Seems to be one of the carries for Lucky Star. And all of the players are now ready for this pick, and it seems Touhou and Unitori are going to be staying in this lineup. Are Touhou and Unitori just going to be outright playing all of the maps? That's kind of insane. Okay, so Touhou is definitely knows how to act those very straightforwardly snapped LNs, culminating at 99.91. 92 now, was at 93 before, but dropped a little bit in going into this first. Kind of almost matching with Anku. Anku was at 99.91, but drops to 99.88, just going just trailing a tiny bit behind Tunnels. But the main comparison is gonna go between Unitori and Azati. Azati a tiny bit behind Unitori, 99.79 versus 99.87. Probably gonna take a little bit to catch up to Unitori or even Tunnels. Like Tunnels and Unitori are very well matched between one another as a team. Tunnels kind of dropping even below Unitori. Unitori seems to be a little bit more consistent overall. Anku is just as consistent as Tunnels or Unitori. It just kind of relies on the ability of Azerte to maintain the combo, and perhaps we can prey on another combo break, either from Tunnels or from Unitori to get that 3,000 points advantage to the other side. But unfortunately, this is going to be a fairly quick and short pick, 1 minute and 47 seconds long. Not going to be enough for Lucky Star to quite catch up with a combo break from the other side. And looking at those LN ratios, it's definitely on Adrianlazer Fanboys side. So we do kind of settle into a Rice versus LN accuracy matchup right now. So almost all of the players getting a V1 double S in the process. Tunnels with one single 200, kind of ruining the fun of the lobby right now. Just not vibing with the V1 double S kind of vibes, you know. It is what it is. It kind of happens. But Adrianlazer Fanboys still are going to get the point through sheer accuracy. And the next pick coming from Lucky Star is indeed going to be on the Rice department, and I think the picks, like the pick colors, are actually reversed between one another. So in fact it wasn't exactly like breakpoints, and both the teams are definitely cognizant of their own strategies going forward. So Lucky Star going to be opting for Rice picks, and Adrianlazer Fanboys going to be opting for LN picks. It's just that the colors are reversed and a little bit confusing to watch, but rest assured, both of the teams know what they're doing. Rice 2 gonna be the Court Jack pick. It's not too fast, like 128 BPMs, definitely like manageable by everyone involved in this lobby. However, Tunnels is gonna be starting from the bottom here, 99.89, still a very good accuracy, kinda possible to catch up to the others if the other players kinda leave a window of vulnerability, but one single 200 can spell the end here in this pretty manageable Court Jack pick. And as it is very manageable, Anku and Robert are going to be coasting on 99.99% here, just on the trend to get maybe I want to say less than 30 regular 300s total, and one single 200 could spell the end of that team indeed. But this pick is also very short, 1 minute and 38 seconds, so not a lot of occasions to drop 200s in this pick. So maybe like the initial 200 coming from Tunnels is gonna spell the end of this pick, but no, Anku dropping combo, but Tunnels actually trading back the miss, and Tunnels' miss is much uglier than Anku's. And that is going to set the advantage still on Lucky Star's end. But Anq must be just blaming themselves before seeing the final results. And indeed, it was below 30 total 300s between all of the Lucky Star players. 19 plus 5, 24, and 5 is kind of insane to see in a tournament situation, but Anq just does it. How does Anq do it? I do not know, but yeah, that single miss is just not gonna fare well. Just not gonna fare well, but for both Tunnels and Anq. In regards to the score, like one single miss cost him like 10,000 points and more. Adrianlazer Fanboys opting for another LN. That's going to be the harder LN and also their own Protect. Like going into the Protect, I do feel like Adrianlazer Fanboys are setting themselves to be very comfortable in this type of pick. Perhaps it is time for Lucky Star to switch their lineups to introduce perhaps the two brothers, Azate and Babybel. It is a very Babybel core type of pick, I want to say. So I kind of expect Babybel to go into it, but no, they're going into the GLHF, so it's going to be Anq and Robert. Uncharacteristically enough on Werewolf Owls. I don't really know why. I don't really know the details, but perhaps Anq and Robert are just better on this type of pick. Yeah, initial act drop coming from Robert, but going into the actual meat of the map, it is definitely still recoverable. However, Robert is not quite stabilizing upwards, still dropping some accuracy here and there. A little bit unfortunate, especially since Tunnels and Unitary are kind of unified in their collective accuracy. 99.82 and 84, and especially since Anq is going to be dropping combo for the second time in the match. So both with a combo advantage and a substantial accuracy advantage, I feel like Adrianlazer Fanboys are just going to fly away with this advantage. Anq catching up in terms of accuracy a little bit. 99.65 and one combo drop away here. Robert did drop some combo as well, just not looking good overall for Lucky Star, but it is just losing the Protect against Adrianlazer Fanboys, so it is all like it's kind of a throwaway point anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much for them. But we can see the final results. Only 1-200 for Unitori. A really good run. 994 is a really, really outstanding score. And also with the really powerful ratios coming from both Tunnels and Unitori. A couple of 200s here and there, but still very powerful scores. Lucky Star definitely trailing behind in terms of ratio and 200 count. And also combo, as mentioned before. But it was the only like really polarizing LN pick in the pool. So as long as this one is going away, Lucky Star is definitely feeling more safe on the other picks. Like the only potentially dangerous picks for Lucky Star are going to be based on the hybrids, the classical hybrids themselves. No, like the regular hybrids themselves. I feel like Lucky Star is still going to pick into the classical rice map pool itself. Maybe Far Away is a bit more straightforward than Hanawa against no, Hatani. But yeah, Lucky Star definitely going to be discussing their picks because the remaining picks are not straightforward to think about. Like there's only one remaining pick for Lucky Star. There's only one remaining pick for Adrianlazer Fanboys. So you gotta make your final pick of the match count. Like either one or the other rise. That's the only pick you get. Yeah, so the situation right now, 2-2 between Adrianlazer Fanboys and Lucky Star. I don't think there has been any breakpoints to speak of so far. The picks colors, I dare remind you, are reversed. So Lucky Star is actually picking into Rice, and Adrianlazer Fanboys are picking into LNs. So you might want to take that into account while assessing your opponent and assessing this match. But Lucky Star is still kind of thinking about their next pick, and the time is ticking, the clock is ticking, and if the clock runs out, then they might get a random pick from the referee. But no, Robert is going to come out of the lair and opt for Hybrid 1, surprisingly enough. That is very uncharacteristic coming from Lucky Star, but maybe they do not vibe with the harder picks in the classic Rise pick. Perhaps Lucky Star is indeed a very early game oriented type of team rather than a Rise oriented type of team. This lineup is going to stay exactly the same as before. Tonels and Unitori so far having played the entirety of the maps. Like all 4 maps have been played by Tonels and Unitori. Anku and Robert staying for this pick as well. So kind of tells the story of like accuracy proficiency. And yeah, this hybrid is going to be clocking onto kind of a very standard structure, a very straightforwardly snapped LNs and some bursts here and there, but nothing too major. And since there's nothing too major going on, everyone in this lobby is going to be nailing this perfectly. Everyone is above, well, everyone was above 99.90% accuracy. Unitori kind of skirting the line between 99.89 and 99.90, and that small disadvantage is going to let Lucky Star get the advantage on their own pick. Reminder, the color pick is reversed between the two teams. However, Robert is going to be dropping some substantial accuracy, maybe some 200s caught here and there, and definitely going to be setting the status quo. Well, definitely going to be upsetting the status quo between the two teams. And right now it is going back and forth, but going from the addition between the team's two playmates' accuracies, it is definitely looking towards... Actually, it's not looking towards Lucky Star, actually. I was gonna say it was looking towards Lucky Star, but it is actually balancing between the balance between Toenails and Unitori. Very unified performance between the two, 92 and 91 versus 94 and 98. Well, not anymore. That is coming from the combo break from Anq. Unfortunately, Anq, please get your stuff together. You are losing points based on those combo breaks, please. And as we like to call them in France, Anq is doing a little bit of an enculé move. But yeah, I feel like that single combo break is gonna cost the points of Lucky Star, unfortunately. But since there are not that many maps remaining in the pool right now, there's like one hybrid remaining and two rises remaining. I feel like Lucky Star still has a chance to recover on the breakpoints against Adrianlazer Fanboys. Yeah, comparing the accuracies, the matchup is actually pretty close. Like Anq definitely matches against Toenails, and Unitori and Robert, it's kind of ambiguous based on the ratio, but like the volatility of Robert getting some 200s here and there kind of balances things out against Unitori. So like the matchup is definitely very balanced, especially on the hybrid. And Adrianlazer Fanboys not hesitating 1 second in picking the remaining hybrid in this pool. And as a hybrid, is this going to be a little bit more of a funny pick, quote unquote? It's going to be a little bit more technical, I feel like. And I feel like the technicality kind of goes towards the advantage of Adrianlazer Fanboys, but it remains to be seen whether Lucky Star can sustain this kind of technicality. I feel like Anq and Robert are definitely proficient enough to handle this side of pick anyways. It is early game after all. Anq is still an enculé. Just dropping those combos here and there. On Q, what are you doing? This is the match point for Adrianlazer Fanboys. This is not the time to be dropping combo here and there. Like one single missed node costs literally thousands of points. What are you doing? Anyways, looking at the other players' performances, 99.93 on Tonel's side, 99.95 for on Unitori's side. Really outstanding performances. Like Tonel's and Unitori have been continuously one-upping each other in kind of different ways. I feel like Tonel's is more powerful on the ratio aspect of things, whereas Unitori is more consistent as a whole. Robert kind of trailing behind in terms of accuracy, maybe due to catching some 200s here and there. Anku, of course, with this initial combo break, kind of setting themselves to be on a disadvantage. But anything could happen based on a combo break from either Tonels or Unitori. If Tonels and Unitori break combo here and there, it could definitely mean like a reversal of dynamics. But right now, no signs of anything changing between the two teams, really. Tonel's kind of dropping some accuracy here and there, dropping down to 99.86. We'll see what happens in the final judgments. But that is going to be a win for Adrianlazer Fanboys. And there were definitely some 200s that dropped in the later half of the map. And that's how Tonel's dropped down to 99.86. Kind of trailing behind in terms of ratio compared to Anku. Anku getting the best ratio out of the entire lobby, but that combo break, that initial combo break, setting themselves below in terms of score compared to the rest of the lobby. Robert also catching as many 200s as Tonels, but not getting as good of a ratio against them. So definitely not a pick where Lucky Star really shined on. So yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be the win from Adrianlazer Fanboys. And as any fanboy would do, no, I don't think Adrianlazer is actually affiliated with Skibidi Mania Cup, thank God. I feel like if Adrianlazer was affiliated with Skibidi Mania Cup, that would be like completing the I want to say the multiverse of tournaments right now, because we are maintaining multiple tournaments concurrently right now. There's of course here this tournament, Touhou Project Mania Cup, THMC, that is going on right now, that you are watching. There's also Winter Osumania Grand Slam tournament, that is the 5-digit oriented type of tournament, that is also going on right now. They are at quarterfinals, pretty much more advanced in terms of progress in the tournament. There's also Skibidi Mania Cup that has been recovered by Squiddy. Right now in the grand finals, I do not really know what's going on there, because I dare not look at their at what's going on there. I just you tell me what's going on there if you know what's going on there, because I frankly do not care enough. What I do care about though is that the next match is going to be 2 hours from now, 18 UTC. Gonna be in a while from now, like 2 hours and 23 minutes from now. So yeah, stay tuned for the next episode of this THMC thing that is going on right now. Bye.